August, Wednesday. Exactly 1 week I'll officially be a senior in high school. A senior. Sounds a lot better than junior. A whole lot better than freshman. Now, if for some reason mom publishes my journals and you happen to be reading this, you're probably wondering where the sophomores and junior year journals are. Thing is, when things are going well, you don't really feel the need to jot down every little detail of your life. But I'll try to fill in the blanks for you because that's just the kind of person I am. I'll never forget that time in the locker room when Rowley accidentally, Greg, please don't write about that. Olivia and I started dating after that fateful homecoming night 3 years ago. I know everyone says you don't need a girl to make you happy, but boy, does it help. My grades are good. I'm set to be the next student council president. I even won an animated film contest last year. Mom was right. I really did just need to apply myself. But I'm seriously going to have to apply myself this year if I want things to go as planned. So as I stepped to the podium at the center of the gymnasium, ready to give a bleacher full of wide-eyed freshmen an overly upbeat speech no different than the one Olivia gave 3 years ago, I couldn't help but feel optimistic. This is going to be the year of all of my hard work finally paid off. High school is a chance for you to be whoever you want to be. Later. Nice speech, Greg. It was nothing. Wanna hit Papa Tony's? I'll pay for your broke eye. Sorry guys, I gotta see Olivia off. I'll see y'all at the party on Saturday though. I guess I should elaborate on this part too. Olivia got accepted to Aldrich University. Aldrich is basically on the other side of the country. It's ridiculously hard to get into. I was happy for Olivia when she broke the news, but I didn't really thought about what that meant for our relationship until recently. Now that I think about it, Olivia hadn't mentioned anything about how this whole long distance thing was gonna work either. Later that day, at Olivia's house. Geez, do you really need all this stuff? A winter coat, Liv? I don't think it gets that cold in California. Hey, you never know. I like to be prepared for everything. I'm gonna miss you, you know? I sure hope you would. You're not worried, are you? You know what everyone says about long distance relationships. Everything's going to work out fine. I'm sure of it. He went to the front of the house and loaded the car for her sister, and it was time for her to go. I guess this is it. I know you'll do amazing there. I love you. I love you too. I stood in the middle of the street and watched their car get smaller and smaller in the distance. And just like that, Olivia was gone. September. 3 weeks later. I'm telling you, bro, you're limiting yourself with this long distance bullcrap. Look around you. We're surrounded by hot chicks left and right. And your student council president. Just give it up already. You really don't think Olivia's not going to do the same? Olivia would never. I appreciate the advice, Rog, but we've actually been doing just fine. I'm just saying, even some of the straightest edge girls can go wild in college. Sometimes they even experiment. Of course she does experiments. She's a psychology major. Rowley, you idiot. Anyways, just giving you a heads up, Gregory, my friend. The bell rang and we went our separate ways. Pushed any thoughts of Olivia to the back of my mind. Besides, what does Chirac know about dating, or girls in general? And I was telling the truth. Things had been going fine. We video chatted every night. Nothing seemed amiss at all. After school, student council meeting. Alright, settle down guys. As you all know, homecoming is right around the corner. You've all done a great job so far, but we still have... Greg Heffley, can I speak to you for a minute? Principal Stutevant. In my office... Sturtevant's office. Mr. Everly, I'm sure you're aware of the serious cheating misconduct that has been plaguing Plainview High for this past few years. As student council president, we'd like to include you in the school administration's new anti-cheating initiative. Great. I guess I should really fill you guys in on this too. Remember how way back in my freshman journal I said that it was too hard to cheat in high school? Well, that was completely wrong. The right way wasn't trying to glance at the paper of the kid sitting next to you. It was knowing the right people. It was getting someone who took the test the period before you to text you the answers. GPA has become so important that basically everyone in the grade is willing to cheat in some fashion. And the thing is, everyone knows about it. The students, the parents, the teachers, but no one does anything about it. Last year things escalated when Albert Stanley started sneaking into classrooms and stealing answer keys out of the teacher's desk. We know you're in there, Albert. Come out, come out. All I ever did was supply a demand. I'm innocent, I swear. Believe it or not, I've actually avoided cheating for the most part. Olivia would have never approved, and I was doing fine without cheating anyways. Principal Stutavant said the first step of the anti-cheating initiative would be creating an honor council. He said that the honor council would consist of both students and faculty and would ensure the integrity of the school through hearings when necessary. I wasn't really sure how to feel about this. I already had a lot on my plate, and I wasn't exactly looking to add more. Principal Stutavant could have at least asked if I was interested in it before just putting me on the honor council. It's only a matter of time before I'll have to vote to suspend some random kid. I decided to wrap up the student council meeting early. As I was walking home, I remembered how Olivia went through something similar during my freshman year. I figured the former president is probably the best place to go for advice. I tried to call with her, but it kept ringing until it went to voicemail. I'll admit that was a little unusual since Olivia's pretty good at answering her phone. But of course, it just fueled Shrug's rant from earlier today. I'm telling you, man, all girls are the same. Struggle without getting try out getting her cheeks collected by somebody else, bro. I'm starting to wonder if Shrug went down the wrong rabbit hole online. After getting home, I spent the rest of the evening studying. I finished up around 10 p.m. and got ready for my usual nightly video chat with Olivia. About an hour after calling her, I got this response. Sorry, can't talk. I've been really busy today, but tomorrow for sure. Now I'll admit this hadn't happened before, but I didn't think too much of it. We have a calculus test tomorrow. I need to go to bed early anyways. The next day, and did she say why she couldn't talk? No, she just said she was busy. Have you checked her text chat score? Her what? You know what? Give me your phone. Hey, boys, keep it down or else I'm going to have to separate you two. Yes, mom. Yes, mom. Meet me after school. This will be important. After school. Yup, just what I thought. See, every time I refresh the page, her text chat score goes up. So, that doesn't mean anything. Sounds like you desperately need a female perspective on this matter. Oh? Oh, Heffley, you're still as hopeless as ever. It's been a while. Have you missed me? Who are you? It's me, Angie. We were friends back in middle school. Can't say I recall. Shrug, do you remember Angie? I'm drawing a blank here too. Whatever. The important thing is I can help you with your hopeless romantic pursuit much more than this incel. Hey. Later that day, Angie showed me some pictures of us on her phone and apparently we really did go to middle school together. Who knew? She went on about love languages and zodiac compatibility, but only one thing she said really stuck with me. Girls aren't attracted to someone who needs them. The best thing you can do is focus on yourself, Heffley. Don't be clingy. Honestly, maybe Angie was right, but maybe there was truth in what Shrug has been saying too. Later that evening, when I went to check the mail, I realized there was a way I could solve both problems at once. Discover Aldridge. What you need to know about freshman admissions. Apply November 1st, even if you have no chance of getting in, so our acceptance rate looks higher. This whole thing could end up working out just fine. What I have to do is get in. Olivia called shortly before I went to bed. I figured now was as good a time as ever to start taking Angie's advice. I've decided I want to go to Aldridge, counselor's office. Aldridge, you know it's a very competitive school, Greg. I'm aware. I'll do whatever I can to get in. Besides, Olivia got in and I'm student council president too. Well, Olivia did have exceptional test scores. Like you said, as student council president, you've already got a great leadership role. College is always like that. Your grades are good, but it looks like you're just a few ranks short of making the honors list. And your SAT scores from last spring is solid too, but you'll likely need to retake them if you want a good shot at Aldridge. Lastly, do you know which major you would apply for at Aldridge? Some of their schools are more competitive than others. I guess I really haven't thought about that. Take a career test when you have the chance. It will give you a better idea of what you may want to pursue. I was on my way out of the office when Olivia called again. This time I decided to answer. Hey Greg, I've missed you. I feel like we haven't spoken in such a long time. Yeah, it's been a while. I've got some great news. Can you guess? I'm coming home this weekend for my birthday. I can't wait to see you. I'm sorry this is so sudden. I was only able to get plane tickets at the last moment. You won't be too busy, will you? No way. I didn't tell Olivia about applying to Aldrich on the phone. We're meeting at this fancy restaurant on Saturday, so I figured I'd wait until then. I took the career test after school. You had to answer a bunch of weird questions like, would you rather build a house or study electrons? Personally, I'm not sure why anyone would willingly do manual labor for the rest of their lives, but that probably still beats being a clerk, like what I got the last time I took one of those. My top two career choices were arts and designs and journalism. I guess that makes sense, seeing as I spend half of my free time writing and drawing in these journals. When I was younger, I really wanted to become a game developer and work at Sillerman Studios, the company that developed Twisted Wizard. But I've heard way too many stories about people being overworked there and having to sleep at their desk. Twisted Wizard's, what was that? 13 Deluxe isn't going to make itself. Get back to work, boy. Unfortunately, when I told mom and dad about my results, they didn't seem thrilled. They said artists and writers are starved and I should do something more practical like business or engineering. You need to be talented if you want to succeed as an artist, son. I'm surprised mom wasn't encouraging me since she's usually all for me exploring my interests and stuff. Maybe the way Roderick turned out gave her a change of heart. I'll admit, mom and dad's reactions were pretty disappointing, but I'm sure Olivia will be supportive of me.